I'll ask her about these to see if she can give us some psychic insight into any of it.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
Ah, well, maybe not. Okay, well,
See you
we'll
later.
come out of here.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
See ya.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Hi.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George. Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
My editor told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
But you're not going to do that.
Oh no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings.
It just doesn't add up. It almost feels like some sort of conspiracy.
The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders.
The press don't connect them at all.
They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone. Tell me more about the clown's
back.
previous victims.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron.
He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom.
Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off.
The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mime to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cachon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too.
But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
Or an early death. Tell me more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
It's quite good how they added that little bit that Nico was going to add mime and then she didn't because, like, and obviously that's because the original game didn't have any responses for George to give to that, I don't think. So that's why they've added that little bit in there, like, she didn't add mime to the list because da-da-da-da. So it's kind of her own little investigation, that sub-segment there. And it fits in with the original game quite well. So, yeah.
Did you live with your father?
Yes. My mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George.
It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume. I found this tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
Alright.
I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here, George. It's an enlargement I made.
Yeah. We need
Look
this.
what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
A scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
Dun dun dun!
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
See you later. Right, onwards. We need to go to the costume shop. That's the police station, that's her place, that's the cafe. I think... Yes. Oh god. Okay, right. We need to talk to this geezer. I think this is the only thing we need to do in here though.
Excuse me?
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind, for in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible! You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
He was very open with the fact that he, yeah.
You recognize this man?
Oui, monsieur. I sold him some grease paint.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Weissheimer's
Let
number
me smell
39, I think. Is it Weissheimer? Possibly.
Bestheimer's number 7, white pancake.
Miles off.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I remember the scar on his face. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Well, thankfully that's got rid of the clown option, so we can just...
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
I don't know why he would.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay. What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the
Look at
funny
his
side of
face.
electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need
Cheers.
a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Sage advice, my friend.
It was an antique phonograph, the kind you have to wind by hand.
I will kill again. This place is the creepiest place ever. Let's get out of here. Right, hang on. Police station, the cafe, or Thingy Doodad's house. Now we need to... We'll go to the police station because we haven't been here. But I think we may need to phone someone. I'm not sure. Oh, but he's useless. We don't need to ring him. Okay. Let's talk to Moo and see if he's got any information for us.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you want now?
Alright, easy. Bloody hell.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
I do.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. It's Stobbart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Doctor. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
But
Have been taken off the case.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
That's interesting.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
Well, go on then.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantow.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
Something's going on here.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No. You must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobbart.
I'd like to, but the game wouldn't advance if I did that. What's Moo doing over here? I will stare at this wall!
So long, Inspector.
You're right, dude. What's going on in?
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his right cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume. I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantow.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
Ah, in that case, I bloody will. Oh, but I'm going to regret it if I do, and there's something I need to have done here.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
I found this red nose in the sewer.
What were you doing down there?
Fishing for clues. That's where the clown went.
You still insist you saw a clown, monsieur?
Of course. And this novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rousseau.
You don't want this as evidence, then?
Certainly not, monsieur.
I don't think there's anything I can do.
See you later, Sergeant.
Maybe go back to Nico's flat? I don't know. Police, CAF. Yeah, sorry, we'll go back to... Yeah, okay.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
I just entered your flat, uninvited, and probably didn't even knock on the door. Oh, is there nothing we can talk to her about?
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people electric shocks.
Why?
It's a gag. A practical joke.
If you ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
Okay. I get the picture. I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Maybe I do have to talk to that geezer on the phone. Well, there's a phone at the cafe. There's nothing to do at the thing. Nothing to do at the police station. There is a phone there though. We'll go back to the caf. And we'll use this phone to ring that, I can't remember his name. Toddyike? Todrick.
Hello? Who is this? Mr. Todrick? Oh, it's you again. What now?
The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan. Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
Boom! Right, we need to go to that hotel. It's Flap and Guido, I think. Is that their names? I'm pretty sure it is.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Set them all on fire.
You ever meet a guy called Plantar?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's. Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
I'm not going to go showing these guys
See you
the
later.
photos.
Not if you see me first.
What? Okay, we're going to ignore these guys for now. Yeah, she's quite a cool character. This guy's pretty cool as well. We shall see. I don't think